Hey there everybody and welcome back to Black Hero Gaming. I'm Bob, back for more Age of Wonders 4. There's not really a lot of feedback to go through since the last episode. Everyone I think is just generally relieved that Bram's army, it looks like they're going to be able to get out of this situation. So I'm just going to jump right back into some gameplay here. I've been thinking before I started recording this episode just kind of about the broader scope of where everyone needs to move right now and what needs to be done. This is a real annoyance here. This little group that looks like they're going to run in and go after this outpost. They're not the end of the world, though, and I think I can probably deal with them with just some of the units I have in this area that are just kind of on their way down from the capital city, because it's not a very powerful army. I don't think it's a huge threat unless something else shows up. These units were destined to go reinforce Bram's army, so you can have a proper 3 stacks of units. But we will see how it goes. Again, my continued apologies for my voice. It's fall allergy season. I live in the Midwest. There's a bunch of people harvesting crops and stuff, and it just sucks for somebody like me. I'm gonna move this unit down here, and what I want to do is these units can't quite get to, well, those guys can get into the outpost, and they will be safe in there. So I guess I may as well put them in there, because they can't siege that down in one turn. As for the others, I'm going to get them close, but I need to keep them out of range of this army. The furthest they can reach down that road is this tile, so just to be safe, I'll probably go here to the mine. And then with this guy, if I get him down to like around there, I think is probably fine. That crossroads, he could go a little further than that. Be down to like right here. Just keeping them just comfortably out of range of that army, but comfortably within range to where they can reach the outpost on the next turn. So I'll just be reinforcing that. As for Jormag's army, I considered sending them back, but after taking another look at what Purple has over here, Jormag's army, I think, can make a push. Purple does not have anything particularly good. There's Bannerman, there's Razorback. They have primarily tier 2s and tier 1s. I think there's a knight in here somewhere. There's one knight there. There's another knight there. So they got a couple tier 3 knights, but that's the best they've got in there, and I don't see any heroes. Half of me thinks that when I advance with Jormag's army, this group might freak out and head this way. If they do, I can cut them off and take them out by themselves. I also have a nice spot outside the city that I can set up camp, because if you look, this tile here is swamp, that is swamp, and this is swamp. Swamps are good for me because units that walk through the water get wet, and then I can use Jormag's Ice Breath and all my evokers and have a higher chance of freezing them. Plus, I'm not sure if this will remove the swamps, but I do have Flash Freeze. I don't know if you can have a frozen swamp. At least I don't know if I've ever seen one. It might turn it into like ice or like a Barrens terrain or something. I'm not really sure, but dropping Flash Freeze down on that would maybe be even better, even if it did get rid of the swamp, because I could Flash Freeze this whole sector here, and then Jormag's army would have the benefit of fighting in the ice, because I have the Frostling transformation now, so I'm not going to take that ice damage every turn. Whereas if I position my army here, they would be taking ice damage every turn if they attack me, no matter which unit they attack. So I think right on the top of that cliff is a great spot to set up a siege of that city. And then Bram's army, which is the first one I'm going to move, they need to retreat, obviously. They need to go back for healing before I make another round at this, take another pass at this city. But I do think that I'm going to go ahead and take out those 6 units on my way out. This is a safe battle. This archer is going to get kind of a little left behind, but that's okay. I've been getting a few Furies down here for free, so I'm just going to do that now. And we're gonna. Can I get away with an auto in this one without losing anything? Probably not, but I'm gonna try, because I don't really feel like doing that one manually. Okay, they got it. They got it covered. Good. So I'll just take that. And then I'm going to actually get this person out of that territory, just in case those guys decide to get aggressive and attack. The next thing that I want to do is... Wait, why can't Bram's army move? Is it because... Oh, that guy retreated. Or ran away. Like, what happened to him? He must have run. Okay, that's annoying. I wouldn't have taken the auto combat if I had known that. Well, crap. Yeah, that sucks because I don't want to leave him there because he's a gold rank Inquisitor, but I kind of need Bram's army to get heading back this way to deal with this problem. You know, they can wait for another turn. I can wait for another turn. I don't think these guys are going to attack me. If they were, they would have probably done it by now. And if they do, I will just pile up the Inquisitors like I've done before. Or not the Inquisitors, the War Heal guys, the War Shamans. And we'll just do a big group hug and everyone will feel better. So I think I'm going to leave Bram's army there for that turn just to save that high rank Inquisitor. He's kind of closer unit leveling. He's an elite rank, so yeah. I guess he's not that high of rank, but I still don't really want to throw away an Inquisitor. Dang it, that sucks. There's a big part of me that just wants to leave him behind and say, forget it, you're on your own. Because time is of the essence, and I don't know that I can afford to waste an entire turn on one unit. Let me check something. Not enough move points in the army, right. So you can't go down the cave entrance for free in this game. Otherwise, I would have totally sent him underground. Alright, we're going to leave him behind. Wait, what did I just click? Hang on. I don't know what I just clicked. I think I clicked the check mark for end turn. We're going to leave him behind. It's not worth using an entire turn for one unit, I don't think. We're just going to hope they don't attack him. Yes, I am fine with lifting. Actually, should I keep the siege in place and just bring backup? And just sit here? That's another option. They haven't attacked me yet. And I do heal faster in their territory. Wonder if 1, 2, 3. I could go siege that farm. I could send some weaker units to go siege the farm while still keeping Bram next to the city. You know, that's actually maybe a better plan. Just leave Bram here. I've got the thing that lets them heal a little faster in enemy territory. Plus, there's stuff to siege around. You know, it's mostly just that farm. It's the only thing close enough to stay within Bram's reach. Okay, maybe they don't need to retreat after all. We'll just go pillage something. Although the one guy who really needs to be involved in that pillage is kind of stuck here. But that's okay. I can heal. There's still several others that need healing. Okay, let's do this. We'll move these two to the farm. And I'm going to move this guy to the farm. Probably Ice Witch. Who else is in most need of healing? Guess the other Ice Witch. Yeah, nobody else really needs it that badly. Other than the Inquisitor that can't move, so I guess we'll send her over there. And then I guess her. And then I can put these three, whoops. No. I can put these three here. Just kind of stack units like that. I might be getting a little greedy here, but we're going to pillage this. Because I still don't know for sure what's down that cave entrance. Yellow could have more stuff down there. But if they do, it's going to be running into some heavy resistance. Although, honestly, that's not really the best army composition there. Well, we're going to have to hope for the best on this turn. That did not play out how I originally envisioned, because I did not realize that this guy, coward, apparently ran away. But all things considered, I think actually staying here with the city's walls breached might be a good choice, because if these guys, I should have left them back there now that I think about it, but if these guys, that army pulls back to go deal with Jormag invading their territory, then that frees up all these units to rush over and back up Bram, and with a fresh stack of units, I think I could kill those Spellbreakers. So yeah, I'm going to do that. We'll just see what this purple army does. Meanwhile, Jormag is going to advance, and I am going to make sure I stay on those swamps because I'm going to have an advantage fighting on that terrain. Okay. Yeah, one more city to spawn units and send raiding parties after me. Okay, we'll move you guys here. That's all swamp, so we are good. I did have another new empire development skill become available. I kind of am not sure which one I'm going to target next. There's a few good ones. The 2,000 gold would be nice for reasons I'll talk about in a minute, but I don't think I actually need it yet. The siege project slot would be really nice. That would be a good one, but it's going to be some time before I get to that. And then there's just a ton more in the nature tree because nature is just absurdly powerful in this game. This one eventually will be very useful, but I don't think I need it yet for the city provinces expanding further. The next one in here, that one would be useful for the extra city stability. The +3 mana for every resource node in my domain would be incredibly helpful. And then, of course, the movement cost and the faster population growth are just like the magnum opus of the nature affinity line. But those are going to take some time to get to. I think I'm just going to keep putting nature perks into Jormag as long as they're halfway decent, just to get to those late game nature buffs faster. As for my capital city, let's talk about this next. I have a plan for this city, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building the Shrine of the War God. If I make this, all the units in the city get 2 buffs. This one's pretty nice. Combat in the city's domain, all friendly units gain 10 morale. Nice, not a huge deal, but this one is a big deal. Every unit produced in this city gets +2 physical damage. Just flat across the board. I am producing a lot of units right now, so what I'm going to do is start working on this. I have 2 turns before I can build the estate hall at a boosted rate, and I definitely am going to want that. It's 2 turns before that turns into a forester, that rune carver camp right there. Once it does, I can build the estate hall at the boosted rate. In the meantime, I'm going to make progress towards this and then probably buy it outright, which is why I was talking about how the extra gold would be nice. But I do have enough gold saved up that I think I can do this. So the next step on my plan, I want to actually kind of backlog these units a little bit so that they're being built after this thing finishes. So what I'm going to do is see if I can get a little creative with this. I'm going to order up another Inquisitor, but then I'm going to put him to the front of the line. And then on the next turn, I'll probably order up a Berserker and put him at the front of the line. And then I'll have a series of units kind of queued up here that are all close to being produced. I finish the Shrine of the War God in 2 turns by purchasing it, and then just build all 4 units really fast. And they'll all start taking advantage of those bonuses. So I'm going to want to remember to switch those units around on the next turn. So we'll get another Inquisitor and another Berserker, and then on the next turn I'll just move that Berserker to the front of the line ahead of the Inquisitor. I think that should work. It looks like it will. So we're going to go with that. She's where she needs to be. This guy is essentially where he needs to be. And then I'll leave him there. Spell is ready for Flash Freeze. I think I'm going to drop that on the next turn, maybe? I could Flash Freeze now and just kind of like mess these guys up. It might not be a bad idea to go ahead and use that, actually. Because they're probably going to leave... what I really kind of thought about doing was trying to get around to the back side of this city and then dropping Flash Freeze repeatedly to lower their resistance and do damage over time. But there's a couple problems with that plan. First, if I position myself over here so that I'm in the province, I'm on the back end of the city, which is strategically risky. But the other problem is I don't really have enough mana to repeatedly cast Flash Freeze. I think it's better to just cast it in a province that I can base myself in while sieging the city, and then that sort of protects me if they come out and come after me. So I think that's probably a better choice. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on casting that just for this turn. In the meantime, I do want to get Cruel Weaponry cast. I have the mana to do it now. And Supergrowth is coming in a few turns. Once that's ready, I'm going to be casting Supergrowth for a while. So I think everything is kind of in order. Now, once Cruel Weaponry is up, that is going to impact my mana income quite negatively, so I need to keep an eye out on ways to get more mana. We'll hold off on that. I already know that I can get a little bit more out of this gold mine, but I still need to clear it. Your domain is invaded. I am quite aware of that. And Infestation is setting invading forces. Okay, this is interesting. Where would they come from? There's an infestation underground that are apparently invading me, but this is all blocked off by dirt. So how would they get to me? They would have to come through here, maybe over the mountains. It's probably a while before I have to deal with that, and hopefully I'll have more units ready by the time that time comes. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say what they're going to do or where. But theoretically, they will find a way to path to get to me, but I don't think it'll be from that cave underground because, yeah, they're not here. They're across the water. This infestation is just spread northward, but they're across that water down there, so they got to go way around to get to me. I don't think I need to worry about that yet. Okay, I think that's the best I can do for this turn. That's a lot of setup and a lot of planning. I'm mostly interested to see what this army does, because if they back off, then that frees me up to reinforce Bram, and that's really good news for me. And yellow should be reeling from all the damage they just took. Okay, they are backing off. And then they're reinforcing. Okay, that's not good. They have a couple giants. Which I think are weak to ice. So that's actually not too bad. I don't know that they can be frozen, but I should do bonus damage versus them. Okay, fortunately nothing came out of the caves. But I think given what I've just seen, Bram's army still needs to retreat. I don't think I can finish this siege as much as I would like to. It's a high-risk battle. Or I could just do the siege, because yellow got their butt kicked here on the last... You know what? I do outnumber them. It would be a tough fight, and I will probably lose some units. Oh, these guys are coming to raid me. But I don't think they'll interfere with the city if I leave it burning. I think that I could siege this and then run Bram's army back. It's a little bit risky, and I will probably lose units because Spellbreakers are really freaking good. But they can't cast spells, so that's one advantage that I do have. Also, I just got Cruel Weaponry, which is handy, and I'm going to cast right away. So with that, I think I'm going to go for that. Let's see how things are looking over here on this front. Okay, not a whole lot has changed. It looks like they've got a couple more knights maybe, but I think Jormag's army is up to the task. If the best they can throw at me is knights right now, then I'd say I'm in pretty good position to advance. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that flash freeze now. And that makes that. Now, is that still a swamp? Nope, it just becomes snow. Okay. Which is fine. We're going to move Jormag's army down there. And we're just going to park it right in the snow. This looks good. And then I can initiate a siege from this tile using the Inquisitor. It's going to be a long siege. We're going to definitely want to add some siege projects for this one. Probably good ones. Construct onagers, yes. It's expensive, but worth it, I think. Takes it down to 6 turns. I think we could probably get 5 out of this. Let's see, we got to break through 80. 5 divided by 80 is 16, I think. I think it's 16. Yeah, it should be 16. So I just need another 2. Could break battlements, which is fairly cheap. Undermine the walls, which is also just as cheap for slightly more benefit. I don't really want to do sabotage supports. I want to see how many range units they have. Is it worth breaking the battlements? They got bannermen. They don't really have archers. They got one. Although they could reinforce with more. I think I will probably just break the battlements in case they reinforce with more archers. Now, you know what? Let's undermine the walls. More ways to get inside the city is still good. So we'll do that. And this will definitely get me comfortably within the 5-turn range. Okay, that's fine. We will go with that. And then if they come attack me, they gotta fight in my ice turf. And my units should still be healing on that now. Yeah, they are, now that they're Frostlings, so good. Good, good, good. Now is when the snow gets turned to my advantage. Now with these guys here, I can't really... Yeah, okay, I think it's time for me to take this risky move with Bram. You guys can stay on the road. Bram targets the city from there. It won't draw them in from there, but I think from here it should. No, I guess it would have to be here. Okay, and then we're going to want to get the archer back in on this. So you move here. All right, Bram. This is all you. This is going to be a difficult battle. Oh, hang on. Forgot, I got to actually move into the city. Okay. This is risky, but since yellow's been more or less knocked out, I think this is worth it. Because I don't know if they can retake the city before it's burned to the ground. Because I killed everything they had up here. This is a low-risk battle, but I think it's actually higher risk than what it says. We'll just kind of see what an auto does, out of curiosity. But I feel like it will be you know, that's actually not bad. That's really not bad. I might take that. For all those spell breakers, I just lost a legendary... I lost a legendary warrior. And I lost a fury that was only like a silver rank. Do I just take that and be happy with it? That's a fine question. You know, I probably could have done that without losing anything. I don't know, though. That Star Purge is brutal. I think I'm going to accept this. I don't think that's a bad result, necessarily. I might have units that have retreated. Can I see their movement? Like, what happened with that guy on the Lester? Can I see how much movement they have left? I would have to click into each one of them individually, I think. And even then, where is it displayed? 40 out of 40. That's a little annoying that I have to do that. You know, I'm just going to accept that. I don't think that's a bad result at all. And then we siege. And if I can manage to successfully siege this, that will be a very, very good outcome for me. I am gonna send this guy to Bram, though. I think Bram's army still needs to head east. But at the very least, even if yellow comes in and like tries to recapture the city, it'll still be pretty weak. And they won't spawn raiding parties to send after me. So I think this is still very good for me. Now what I think I'm going to do with the rest of these units... Okay, never mind. This guy... Okay. Tweedledum over here ran away again, so he's stuck where he's at for this turn. But he can catch up. I'm not worried about him because there's nothing here now that really threatens him unless something comes out of the cave. Now, I think if something was going to come out of the cave, I would probably know it by now. So yeah, I'm going to move along without him. What I would like to... Oh, this guy ran away too. Okay, all the people that I want to hit that farm and pillage on the way out are running away. Fine. We'll take a turn here. I think that outpost, the walls should be done soon. I'm going to take this opportunity to get these guys out of that outpost and back towards like a middle ground so they could kind of go wherever they need to go. Holy crap, that army's got some movement. Why do they have so much movement? I guess it's just the road. Yeah, it's just because of the road. Man, they can reach anywhere, including that outpost. I hope those walls get done on this turn. I don't remember how much time they had left to build, and I don't see a way to look at that, which seems like a UI oversight unless I'm just being dumb, but just tells me outpost province, and I can't see any numbers to indicate when the walls will be done. So with just these guys by themselves, it's a scary army, but it's not scary enough for Bram. I think Bram's group would be okay. Even if they run west and Bram gets kind of cut off, Bram's group's dealt with a lot more than that so far. So what I'm going to do is send the Berserker towards Bram to kind of reinforce him. I just need to make sure he can get out of reach of those armies. It looks like he can on that tile there. So he'll reinforce to make sure Bram has a full 2 stacks. And then the rest of these units are going to go into this outpost for now, where they're safe momentarily. Okay. Now the Shrine of the War God has made progress. I need to flip this guy in front. And then we're just going to have a bunch of units come out really fast on the next turn. In the next few turns. Bram leveled up. Should probably keep an eye on the time, shouldn't I? I'm really bad about that. Okay, what do we got here? I think I was kind of starting to spec into some... Minus 20% unit upkeep wouldn't be bad. Although I still think I would rather have the Vigor on him. Weaver is also really good. Although it got nerfed. I think it used to be a free action. I think... Does Sundering Strikes apply to... No, that's melee and physical ranged attacks. I know I've looked at that a few times. I think I'm going to take Inspiring Leader for Bram, because he doesn't normally get attacked that often. He's usually firing stuff from a range or doing support skills. I think Inspiring Leader makes more sense for him. Just try to keep high tier units with his group and save some money. Let's do it. And then that gets me progress towards kind of the army leadership buffs. So now if I move him back with these other units, and I'm gonna like, these guys are stuck there, so that's fine. I'm gonna make a pretty good stack on top of this cave entrance. Pile as many tier 3s onto it as I can, and I was at 113 gold that I was gonna be gaining between this turn and the next. If I pile more units on here, that now has become 127, so that's another 14 gold per turn from that perk, and that's just from a couple tier 2s or a few tier 2s and a couple tier 3s. I can get a lot more out of that if I'm smart with how I stack my armies. Alright, we're going to leave them there for another turn. If anything pops up, it's going to get frozen to death if it comes out of that cave entrance, and we'll have another Berserker there to back up ASAP. These guys are good where they're at to kind of hold ground. Although I am going to move them kind of towards the edge. They're still technically in the outpost. So even if these guys try to lay siege, they can't pick those units off. More incentive war party, yeah. That's these guys probably. Well, actually, that looks like they're coming from somewhere out here. That was probably Gold Spire. Morn is this one. So I might have 2 war parties on the way. It's more XP for me, and more items. I'm amassing quite the collection. Alright, let's have them all hold ground. I think they're in a very strong position for this siege, but the only problem is the siege has a long time before it's actually complete, and that's a lot of time for them to reinforce. Remains of this person have been collected. Let me see what they've got here. They got plus 10 max HP, Ring of the Vicious Killer. None of this is anything spectacular. Let's sell the remains. Can anyone use that max HP item? I don't. I think, you know, maybe Jormag. Jormag tends to really get into the fight a lot. And Bram tends to not. I think maybe Jormag. Let me see if I can give up anything on Jormag for more max HP. Maybe the Locket of Divine Channeling. Yeah, that might be worth swapping out. I don't know. The casting points are good, but the extra HP on your main dragon leader is also pretty good. I think I will swap that out. Because Jormag's just supposed to be an unstoppable force, so if nothing else, oops, hang on. If nothing else, I think it's a fun choice. It might not be strategically the best. The casting points might be better, but I think it's fun to have a dragon that's just really freaking hard to kill, so. And I think that's it. The big question is, what does purple do with this group? Again, this group in the center is just a nuisance right now. Alright, we'll drop a quick save. I really, really hope I can get this siege finished over here. That would go a long way towards buffing my economy again. That would bring me a total of 4 cities that I've raised. 5 if Jormag's successful over here. And if I can get both of those cities raised, that leaves me in a very, very good economic position. Especially with Supergrowth coming up on the next turn. I am going to not cast any spells right now. Because I want to save as much of my casting points for Supergrowth as possible. So we're going to just go to the next turn. Oh, they are launching a counterattack, and they're doing it. Oh my gosh, they brought a lot of firepower. Well, this is going to be the battle of the episode, I think. I want to do an auto, out of curiosity, and just see how badly the cold messes them up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this manually, but I'm curious. Okay, yeah, that was pretty ugly. We're gonna retry that. I think I can make this hurt a lot more than the AI did. Let's retry. Welcome to my ice domain. Oh, they've got something over here. Golem mine. Oh, it just gives them 1 extra iron golem. That's not really... It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. My Arctic Blizzard is going to be a lot more of a pain for them to deal with, because I think they'll be dumb enough to waste their healing, just healing that minor amount of damage. In the meantime, I have a pretty strong position here, and they're the ones attacking me. So I'm going to defend around these rocks and on this hill. They have primarily melee. They've got a lot of knights. They've got almost exclusively melee. Yeah, let's set up with ice witches on that hill. I think we can make this a pretty easy battle. I will leave you down here in the bushes. I'm going to try to actually... Let's see if we can get a few guys together for healing on each group. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll move you here, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop the healing on this group of 5 right there. Get them all healing and strengthened to get that going early. Same thing with this group in the middle, although with them I can kind of stack them a little easier. With Jormag, these guys, and do that. And then this group here can be... Let's see, we can do this. Okay, everybody's feeling better. Group hugs all around. All right. Now we move everybody up to some sort of an advantageous position. I really, really like this cliff ridge right here. That's going to be very helpful, and these 2 rocks will be helpful in funneling units through in a specific way. All right, Jormag, just head out there, and then it's basically just everybody runs this way. Got 2 Inquisitors up here. I probably want to spread them out a little more evenly. And with this ice thing damaging them every turn, they pretty much have to come after me. Okay, I want that archer on the ridge. And this archer can't quite get there on this turn, but that's okay. I love this front line. That's really good. I think these guys are going to get wrecked. It is a lot of knights. That is a lot of firepower, but I think I've got this. They're just going to get worn down as the battle drags on, and we can definitely drag this one on. Okay, knights coming around this flank. Time to start messing them up. Jormag, I don't think I'm quite ready to do the Ice Breath thing. That's kind of more of an aggressive move to run out Ice Breath and try to do a big group freeze. We'll let them bundle up. I think that when they funnel through these passes, I think that will be my advantage. And even if I don't get a chance to get a big Ice Breath off, I think they'll still be in a bad position, considering all my other units and archers and stuff. Let's go ahead. These guys are kind of charging me pretty fast here. What I want to do, probably, as my first move, is find the biggest concentration of units that I can that aren't Iron Golems and cast... Can these guys be frozen? They might be immune to being frozen as well. I'm not really sure. Status protection. Yeah. I'm not sure about them. I don't know if they can be frozen, but like this group over here, I want to find a collection of knights and drop a condemned on them is what I'm trying to do. I think this spot right here, that one looks good. Let's start using mass condemnation. And not only does it do a little bit of damage, but it condemns them for the rest of the battle and makes them easier to freeze. As for these guys charging right up the middle, we probably want to meet them. I don't really have pikes, which would be nice here. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to leave Jormag in this choke point, which I think is going to be one of my more vulnerable ones. I want the Inquisitors kind of back. I don't mind if the Berserkers take a hit, but I want to use the Inquisitors to do most of the damage here. Although on this side, I think they're fine where they are. These guys here, I want to sort of just block with the Berserkers. The Berserkers will take quite a hit, but I think it will still be a good trade-off for me. I do have a chance to freeze them, but it's not very good, so I might just use the regular Ice Bolt shots for now, since these guys are mostly safe behind the walls. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Let's see, how far can you get around? You could reach those archers. Okay, I'm gonna put those archers here. They have a 26% chance to slow, but they do more damage versus slowed enemies. You know, I am gonna just go ahead and use Freezing Blast now, because even if it fails, the archers will do more damage. Oh, I got it. Okay, well, I got lucky on that one. Okay, you know what? He's slowed. That's fine too. We'll let him charge into the Berserkers. I want to take this time advantage to lay down some damage on this guy over here. Okay. That should give him something to think about. The Iron Golem's going to go after those guys. That's okay, although I probably do want to bring in some help. We'll see if we can get a poison on this guy. Okay, we got it. I probably need to bring in some help down there. Let's see. How about you guys? Porcupines. Head down this way. Maybe you can trigger bleeding on your way. No, that's all right. I want another Inquisitor down there. So, let's see. I'm going to move this guy around and down. Move this guy to this side of Jormag. Have this guy on that side of Jormag. Berserker I want theirs, because he can maybe run around and flank something, depending on how they approach me. And then you guys just need to head back. And then I will drop this guy right here and just give group buffs to everybody in that area. And I think that looks good. Jormag's good where they're at. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get that free summon out here. Jormag's not doing anything else on this turn. Ooh, nice. Ice Spider. Can't freeze those guys, but it can do damage to them. I will just go ahead and do that now. Looks good. Make sure I'm not missing anybody here. And we've still got guys that they could use their Divine Bolt, Judgment Bolt thing. Is it worth doing that now? Probably. Because it's on a timer. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use it. Are there any other Inquisitors that could use it, like this guy? Oh, I've already ended some of their turns. Wait, who do I have selected now? You guys? Yeah, you could drop that on them. That drops them down to 2. That looks good. They got morale. Charging straight into Jormag, huh? Brave. But foolish, I'm afraid. And the spider is basically a free unit, so I don't really care what happens to it. It's there to take some punishment, and it's actually setting up quite nicely for, I think, a nice big ice breath from Jormag. Especially if they move more units into that area, which it looks like they're doing. I think I can make something... Ooh, yeah, I think I can make something fun happen over there. Alright, let's see. We're getting a little pressure down here on the south, which is what I was worried about. But that ice wind is starting to take its toll. Okay, we got the spider here. He's got 3 hits. He's not going to do much damage to anything, but I think... Let's see what Jormag's options are here. He's got the cloud in the bottle, which I could use to hit all of those guys and push them back. It would hit the spider too. I think what I'm going to do is have the spider attack first. So if I take him, have him do a little damage to the... Let's do a little damage to that knight. Try to sunder his defense a little bit. Okay, he retaliated and killed it. That's A-okay. Should Jormag try to eat something, or should I just go for the cloud in the bottle? I think I should definitely go for the cloud in the bottle. Okay, that guy has used his retaliation now, which makes me think I could probably get a better angle for this. Because I could freely move Jormag now. If I'm looking at this correctly, because the spider was there, and I attacked that one. He retaliated, so he can't retaliate again. What I would like to do is put Jormag where this Inquisitor is standing, I think. Although that Inquisitor could do a hefty amount of damage to that guy if I just do this from here. Let me look at my angles and options again. Either I push them all back, which includes... Yeah, it's about just as good either way. So what I'm going to do is use the Inquisitor to dish out some damage down here. And I could even use them to do even more. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to need to. Let's do this now at this angle, I think. Okay, that pushes them all back. Then what I want to do is put Jormag, I guess, where the spider was to do the Ice Breath. Probably. Kind of hard to tell, but I think that's the right call. It should get this guy. It won't get the golem, but you know what? It's still worth it, I think, from this spot. Let's do it. That still hits a lot of units and has a chance to freeze 2 of them. Okay, I froze one of the knights. It's kind of hard to see what's going on at this angle. But one of the knights is frozen and this one is slowed, although I think I can kill that slowed one on this turn. Could run the Berserker through the middle if I back her up. He could run around and kind of stand next to Jormag and sort of take that front line, which I think I'd be fine with. How far can these guys move? Not quite. They could move far enough to reach the Inquisitor, but I think that would be okay. Alright, let's back them up. Move the Berserker through here, and we'll just take this kill. One more unit down. And then move her up. And see if I can freeze something with her. Actually, I'll move her up a little bit further, like right to here. Got a chance to freeze those gargoyles. They're not a huge threat, but yeah, why not? He resisted freeze, so I think they're just slowed. This guy is going to be barreling in here to probably hit the Inquisitor on the next turn. So I may want to prepare for that. I would like these guys to... Dang, I kind of want him out of the way. Okay, we're going to have to do a little bit of jockeying for position here. Move you out. Move these guys out and around. Get them on the edges, I think. Yeah, right there. Then if he runs in, he's going to get counterattacked by 2 Inquisitors. And I can still hit this guy with Bolt of Judgment from here, which I think I'm going to do. Then I can move this unit in the middle of everybody and give them shields. And I can move my porcupines and just get a free shot on something. I think I'll probably move them over here. They've got a 70% chance to hit a guy out on the right side, and I think I'm going to take that. Okay. Looks good so far. Archers are in prime position to dish out quite a bit of damage, although I would really like to get one on the very edge. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Especially since these Inquisitors need to come down and around to help down here. So I'm just going to move archers into the best possible positions on this ridge. They can do the most damage from there. I can't really shield bash a golem. Best I can do is kind of protect these guys. I think what I'm going to do is actually target that archer that's out there in the back, just so they're not plinking me, because I can deal with the others soon enough. Can you land a crit? That'd be nice. No, just a graze. That's all right. I just want to get rid of him. I don't have a very good chance to. You know what? He won't do a lot of damage, though, on this turn. So let's maybe see if I can get a lucky slow on that knight. No, we didn't get it. All right. Oh, wait, he's already slowed. No. Yeah, he is. He's already slowed. Okay. I'll move these guys here and probably just provide defense for... Well, not defense, but resistance for the units up front. I don't know that that's actually going to matter much, because I don't really have... They don't really have any magic units here. Let's see, I can whittle down either the knight or the iron golems. Probably want to start working on the iron golems. The knights aren't as scary once they've done their initial charge. So let's knock out one of those golems. And let's see, where are more units needed? I kind of think this side is in pretty good shape. I don't really know where this guy needs to go, whether he should go left or right. I think probably left. Let's go over here for now. I think this side's okay. Also, I can drop another condemned on this group over here now. Probably want to make sure that I get those 3 units, I think. Because the golems, it doesn't really matter as much if they get condemned. Alright. Yeah, should I attack with these guys? Probably. Because they cancel retaliation anyway, so may as well dish out some damage. This will take the knight down to 1 hit. And should that Inquisitor attack? The retaliatory strike won't be that bad. You know, I think I'm just going to start dishing out some damage to this thing down here. They've got regeneration, although it might wear off this turn, but I can start thinning out those robots a little bit. Okay. Looks good, I think. Good with this guy ending his turn there. Alright, what do you got? This is just going to be a devastating loss for them. This was just a failed... This looks like it's going to just have been a completely failed siege. I do need to make sure Jormag stays alive, though. Of course, Jormag's got a great big AoE heal as well, so... I can drop that at some point. Look at those tier 1 warriors standing up to an iron golem. Alright, yep, those guys went exactly where I thought. They should get absolutely torn apart on the next turn. Yeah, sure, gang up on the little guy. Jerks. Alright, he's gonna need some healing. They landed a crit. That's actually kind of surprising. Okay, nothing too scary. They do have a nice big bunch of units here, but I'm not sure if I have the AoEs to really do anything about it. Oh, a couple got frozen, I think, because they were wet. I think. Alright, how's the situation? I think the situation up top is fine, other than this poor guy who's getting the absolute snot beat out of him. Why do I have such a terrible chance at hitting these guys, though? That I don't understand. Hang on, let me use adaptive armor, and oh, she's blinded. Okay, well, I've got that option, though. I can still freeze, which I think I'm gonna do. I'm just not sure who I want to use it on yet. Jormag might have an opportunity for a tail swipe here, but it would be risky. Wait, hang on. No, it wouldn't. At least I don't think so. The layout of all these units is a bit weird. No, that's my unit there. So yeah, I don't want to do a tail swipe right here. I would like to, like, eat a person, though. If I ate that one, terrifying gorging. It's only a 43% chance on those. Can't use my healing if I'm in an enemy zone of control, but I could drop it if I can use other units to clear that stuff that's attacking Jormag, which I probably could do. My units weren't all blind and stupid. Let me move you here. So for some reason, you have a 90% chance to hit this guy. So I'll take that. I'm gonna tear this robot to shreds. That adaptive armor really came in strong for him, but he's down to 1 unit, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. Good gosh, he's got terrible chances to hit anything. Yeah, things over here are getting a little rough. I need to try to do something about this. Definitely somebody in that group needs to get frozen. I'm just not sure who. Okay, from here you guys have a good chance to hit. You know, let me see what I can do down here, and then I'll redevote as many resources to the top group as I can, because things are getting a little rough up there. Really wish these guys had healing ready, but that's not going to be until next turn. I really want to use Jormag's healing right now, but I don't know if that's going to be an option, and I also don't know how much stuff they can throw at Jormag. Could they potentially kill him? I don't know. A tail swipe is an option here, to just do it on these 2 units, which would do a significant enough amount of damage, but they would just be replaced by the other units that are standing behind them. I would almost rather use their units to block their units. Alright, let me see what we can do here. I want to get, probably first and foremost, that Iron Golem off of me. Also, these guys are dishing out a lot of damage, and they're just friggin' peasant pikemen. I'm going to move this guy here and shoot at them. So we got a poison off on him. This guy isn't really that scary anymore. I probably should... I'm going to use these guys to shoot the golems, I think. Soften them up a little bit more. She's definitely going to need to freeze something. This guy... I need to kill that thing. I don't think I can. Yeah, that berserker's in danger, and I don't think I can get him out of danger. Alright, if I go after him, I can do a lot of damage. If I go after him, I can do a lot of damage. I'll take a retaliation hit, but it won't be the worst. I could bring these guys down here. Okay, you know what? If I could get rid of this golem, or at least injure it enough to where it's no longer a problem. I would really like her to freeze something else. I just need a little bit extra to get rid of that golem. Ice Coffin might do it. That would kill him. I think in this particular case, it's worth it. Just to do that. I'm gonna move this guy down here and shield bash. Try to stun these guys. Okay, good, I got it. With them stunned, I'm gonna take that advantage while I can and knock out a bunch of their health. Ooh, a crit. I'll just completely kill him. That works too. Now this guy can come charging in, but he's very weak. He won't do him much damage, so I'm not super worried about him. And this basically leaves her free to assist over here. And I think I'm gonna try... You know what? Even if both of them attacked this guy, would they kill him? They would trigger his berserk mode, but I don't think they'd kill him. Between the two of them, could I kill... You know what? I'm gonna attack with this person regardless, so let's do that and see how much damage he does. And then see if this would finish. Nah, it just won't. I just need a little bit more damage on that guy. And my blind frost witches are not helping here. Can I freeze these guys? No, they can't be frozen. It's a little bit of a problem. I'll try to freeze this guy right here, I think. Alright, I didn't get the freeze, but it's okay. Who else do I have that can do stuff? 40% shot. You know what? I'll take this. Oh, I got the crit. Alright, that helps. Jormag could, at this point, now move up and do a very aggressive tail swipe, but I don't think that would be wise. That would just leave me vulnerable to way too many lines of attack. I think it would be better to just try to kill that unit there. Let's see who I've got left. I got one more person with freeze. And that's this lady who I really want. Who else? Did anybody else? That berserker, the war shaman. Oh wait, I didn't realize he still had a move. He might be able to make something happen with him. It's only a 40% chance to hit, but I think if I even got that little sliver of health, she could finish that thing off. And I would really like that golem to go on this turn. Although, actually, they're going to take that round of ice damage. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I actually don't need to worry quite so much about this. I'm going to leave him on defense mode. She can move here, or she doesn't actually need to move at all. She can just hit this thing. And then I think on the next turn... Oh, she got a crit anyway. Alright, well, problem solved. I'm going to leave him there. I can't heal him on this turn. We're just going to have to deal with that. Jormag is still engaged by this thing, which is extremely annoying because I really want to use Jormag's big AoE heal, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. But I can at least mess this thing up pretty good, so we're going to just attack it with Jormag. And then that's it. At this point, I have no choice but to end the turn. They have, at best, can hit Jormag with two things. One of which would be this guy, unless he moves and dies. Okay. Do I want to hit something with that berserker? I guess I may as well. Removed his bolstered defense. Alright, let's see what happens next. Still dealing with my allergies. Okay, I looked away from the screen for a second there. Hopefully I didn't miss anything important. Ooh, they're landing crits on Jormag. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Sundering Jormag's defense. All right, we got healing though. The healers in the back are ready on this turn. They can use more heals, so I can drop a whole bunch right in Jormag's area, benefiting him and hopefully that Berserker. I think the Berserker is close enough. Oh, I forgot those guys can fly. They kind of have wings, so yeah, that's a thing. Alright, it's going okay. There's still a lot to cut through here, but it's not terrible. Is he going to trigger his Berserk? Probably already did. Okay, my turn. Nobody died, as far as I can tell, unless I missed something when I briefly looked away. That knocks out another unit. Beautiful. And some of them are starting to suffer from low morale, which is good because it means that I'm going to do high damage to them. In fact, I think they're all in that range. So I can definitely make use of that. All right, I need to get rid of this guy right here. If I can do that, I can then kind of do a big old group heal right in Jormag's area. I could also try to get this guy backed off so he can heal with them, or get this guy out of the situation he's in so he can move here, like to that spot right there. Yeah, I would really like to get him out of there. What are my options? How can I do that? Iron Golem's gonna hit him in the back when he moves. But I could cancel the Iron Golem's retaliation with the healthier Berserker. I think that's a good call. So that cancels his retaliation. Then I move her back. And if possible, I can try to kill him with these guys if they manage to land full damage. If they don't, to come up with somebody else. No, I got it. Okay, good. Then I move him here. And then I have everybody kind of bundled together for a great big heal, which is just perfect. Yes. Drop all the healing right in there. You do the same. That felt good. Okay. Now I can kind of think about being more aggressive. Jormag could still do another big heal, though I don't know if it'll be necessary at this point. But let's take a look at the situation down here, because there was a little bit of a breakthrough and I need to deal with it. I could use some better melee over here. Let's see, I probably want to go ahead and heal these guys like this. I might go try to get this guy to waste his... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get him to waste his retaliation strike on the warriors, so that this guy can go deal a bunch of damage to that gargoyle and just get it off of my friends. Because what I can do is, if I hit them a few times... Oh, they're routing now. Okay. Although it's still kind of dumb because the archers still can't shoot because they're in an enemy zone of control, even though the enemy is routing. I don't think enemies should exert zone of control if they're routing. I don't like that. Can anybody else help deal with that? From there, they'd get a 65, but it wouldn't be enough. I'd kind of need him to go deal with it. You know, I'll take the hit from the robot. Oh, wait, I didn't have to. I guess they had already retaliated or something. I'm not really sure why they didn't hit me when I ran off, but I'll take it. Anyway, that frees up the archers to dish out a bunch of damage. And he can then just go right here, and I'm just going to defend. Alright, things are going well on that side. And things seem to be going well over here. I think I've kind of got this under control now. Trying to look and see if there's any really good moves Jormag could make to lay down some hurt here. If I hit these guys, I cancel their retaliation, and Jormag could move freely, which might set something nice up. There's not really anything in the back that I need to be super concerned about at this point either. So flying Jormag around to the back side of those units might be worth it. Plus, I think I've got another freezing... No, I don't have another freezing breath yet. But I could do a nice tail swipe. Let me see what we can do here with... I think I'm going to have these guys take the Iron Golem out. And then let's see. I would really like to stun them. That would be fun. Nope, slow is almost just as good. And then, yeah, I'm happy to go 1v1 with these guys. Okay, those Inquisitors are all used up. Yeah, I think hitting him and canceling his retaliation... I don't know, I could do a lot of more damage to this guy. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do the bigger damage amount. I'll just have Jormag straight up attack this thing. I don't think Jormag's in any danger right now. So I'll probably try to freeze somebody, just to be safe. Who can be frozen? 53% chance on the Bannerman. Can't freeze that one. Yeah, why not drop it on the Bannerman? This guy's routing anyway. Okay, I didn't get the freeze, but I'll take the damage alone is fine. These guys could fly... No, they can't quite get behind me on this turn. I feel like this groups over here are going to be running soon, and I'm going to be chasing them down, trying to freeze them to death, so I think that's what I'm going to kind of move towards doing. Although having you here to hit that golem would be handy. I'll do that for now. I'll have you run around to this side, okay. Okay, I think everybody's safe. Jormag is pretty beat up, but Jormag's also got that regen, so... He's got Giant Slayer. Oh. Oh, this could be bad. I wasn't expecting them to do that much damage. I think Jormag's gonna barely live, but good gosh, that is scary. Unless the Bannerman hits him, which they might be able to. They already acted? Please don't kill Jormag. No, they're gonna... Oh, wait, no, they're going for the... Okay. They're going for the Frost Witches. Oh gosh, my heart just about stopped there. Okay. Wait, what? Jormag doesn't have Frostling transformation. Ice Dragon dies to Blizzard. Oh, I didn't see that one coming, but yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, I think it's dumb, but it makes sense. Jormag's not technically a Frostling. So Jormag's been taking damage from the Blizzard this whole time, and I didn't notice. Oh, that slows down Supergrowth too. That's a major loss. Okay, we gotta make the most of it. No sense dwelling on a bad mistake. But I did not see that one coming. Okay, let's get this golem out of here. Just try to do as much damage on our way out as we can. But I'm probably gonna have to fall back after this. There's no sense staying because the siege is blocked now. I should probably try to save this guy. Okay, I stunned him, so I can get him out of there. Although I might not want to get him out of there. I might want to have him help attack. No, I need to get him out of there. Okay. I can punch through this guy here, I think. Problem with these iron golems is they don't suffer any morale penalties, so you just gotta deal with them. And they can take a beating. Alright, those guys are running. I would like to catch them before they get away. They were doing quite a bit of damage. Let's see, can I get a stun? That would be handy. No, but I did... No, I didn't even slow them. Okay. Berserkers, go chase him down at least. If I could kill him, I think these guys would be able to catch up to the pikemen that are trying to run. Cancel their retaliation. I can... Why is this guy still, like, totally fine? Okay, I guess his morale is getting a little low. I am going to try to damage him enough to drop another horse, and I didn't succeed. Although these guys can move away and shoot poison at him, because I think I've already canceled... No, I have not. Let's cancel his retaliation. Okay, that allows me to back up. Shoot some ice bolts. Allows these guys to back up and try to poison this thing. Still not quite enough to drop another horse, unfortunately. Who's left? These guys. They could potentially drop one? It's kind of hard to tell. There we go. Just wanted to weaken them, soften them up a little bit more. Alright, unfortunately I don't think that I can chase down the last unit that I wanted to get. I'm going to go here and try to hit these. No, I'm going to go over here. Except I don't have a good chance to hit anything from over here. Actually, just having them shoot the golem is probably enough. Just do a little more damage. Is there any other units? War Shaman is... that's the one down there. Guess we'll move him here, kind of behind other units. Do that. I can try to freeze that knight with her. If she can get close enough. I'm not sure if she can. From there, I think I could. Okay, that's nice. Got a freeze there. But I still can't do anything about those spears that are running away.
Yeah.
So they're just probably going to get away. I do not like these iron golems. Oh, I can reach him. Well. Bad luck for you.
Uh-huh.
Got the stun on him, so he's not going anywhere. May as well move around to this side. So I can get 2 hits on him. And then these rest should go down pretty easy.
Uh-huh.
Now the berserkers are free to run around and get behind stuff. Get out of here, you little pests. Okay, I think the rest can be handled just by this crew over here. I'm actually gonna run him around on this side and look from that angle. And then move the berserker over here. And the next turn, I think that's all. I think we can just end turn. All right, buddy. You're not going anywhere. Sorry. One last big axe to the back. And that is a bittersweet victory, I'm afraid. Very unfortunate that it turned out that way, but good gosh, we did do a lot of damage. What is this? Rite of Autumn? The tangled depths of the wild near city frosted at all. The crackling song of Autumn Fairy. What's Nature Boon do? So more city stability. All cities of your empire gain 13 city stability for 6 turns, but I would lose growth, which is not something that I want to do. But this would give me minus city stability and a nature crisis. This would give me the Autumn Fairy, which I think is a pretty good unit. I don't want to block growth in my city. Although I guess the city's growing pretty slow anyway. I think I kind of want the Autumn Fairy unit. I don't think that's against the rules of my challenge. Yeah, it doesn't do fire damage. I guess that's fair. Alright. Let's take it. That's also less turns that growth is blocked, so they get Blinding Gale and Lightning Bolts. Yeah, they're good. Although she probably needs to get out of the blizzards. She won't be as good in the blizzard settings. Okay, now that I'm here, Shrine of the War God. I keep reading that as warged, like wargs, like with the goblins right on. That is not what that says. How much to immediately finish production? I think I'm gonna buy that because now I can get. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I can flip to Estate Hall like I was planning because those things are done. This is now a forester. And I'm going to not do anything. I'm just going to let that run as it is. We got a string of berserkers, inquisitors coming out here soon. So things are going well in my capital. I am just really bummed that Jormag's in the void now, and I can't finish Supergrowth as quickly as I wanted to. All right, I don't see signs of yellow sending anything else at the city, so I think it's time for Bram's army to fall back. We're gonna hit that farm and pillage it. We'll let the city burn. We can kind of keep an eye on it from here, but primarily I need to get out of here. I would have kind of liked to... You know what? I might switch Bram for this guy so he can actually get some healing out of this pillage.
Yeah.
Yeah, move him in here. Why can I not... Oh, you can't pillage if the connected city is being raised. Okay. Didn't know that. Now I need them to swap places. Alright. We'll just do that again. And you... Well, you can't really get into the group, but that's okay. You can just wait there for now. These guys are running right past my stuff. How much defense does Frosty have? 65? That would be hard-pressed to finish a siege in time. Also, they split up. Unless there's hidden units there. Oh, the Autumn Fairy is in danger. Okay, I didn't know those guys were running up the road like that. I might lose that Autumn Fairy. Unless I back these units up to assist. I think I can't cast spells, though. But I would do bonus damage to the fire giants from the ice witch, but I don't actually have a lot of ice witches. I don't know what to do. If I move... Because right now that Autumn Fairy is in danger. Alright, well I know what to do down here. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to punish them a little bit for this and take out another stack of units. Yeah, we can fall back after this. I'm going to hit them for that. It says safe battle. I'm hoping I can get by with an auto on this one. I really don't want to have to go in and do this manually. Ah, dang it, you lost a berserker. Okay, fine. Alright, this is for Jormag, you jerks. I'll just thin out their numbers as much as I can so that when Jormag comes back, we can go right back to that siege. If Jormag had survived that battle, I would be in such better position. Alright, hurry up. Let's get this over with. I need to group up.
Yeah.
And just move down the line. Can't quite get it on this one as well, but that's... Oh wait, yeah I can. Just set up like this. See, I bet the computer's probably not actually bunching my units up and healing them like that. I still can't believe my ice dragon died to an ice storm that I summoned with my own magic, effectively. That's just ridiculous. But I do understand that in the rules of the game, you know, The old D&D saying, rules as written. In Age of Wonders, rules as written. I made a mistake there. I should have known that wouldn't work. Or I should have known that Jormag was taking damage from that every turn. I don't know if it would have made a difference in the decisions that I made, because the enemy did a surprisingly large amount of damage to Jormag there that I wasn't expecting. Because I was hanging on by a thread, and I thought Jormag would still have a comfortable amount of health remaining. But so I misunderestimated their damage output in that situation. It's those iron golems, though, honestly. It's the fact that they have no morale penalties is going to make purple much harder to kill than yellow, I think. Because a big part of my strategy is damaging enemy morale. I can't cast any spells because Jormag's in the void. Let's maybe go after those guys out there. We can mess up that little archer that wants to run out. I think he's so cool. I think I stunned him, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, that's a little too aggressive. We'll hold off. I don't mind one of those golems running out and hitting him if he's like positioned there. That's okay. But I do need to make, I kind of want to make like a semicircle while also making sure that the golems can't hit any vulnerable units. Like this guy here is okay. This guy here would be fine. I think I might save. Now let's just unload on that thing and get it out of the way. I know it's stunned on this turn, but I don't mind. May as well kill it now so I don't have to think about it later. Set those guys back. This one kind of up front-ish. Actually, yeah, him up front there would be fine. And then I can move this guy in the back and give everyone a shield. I like that. Kind of no matter what way they approach me here, they'll be surrounded, so I think I'm good with that. Oh, that's what they were doing. I wasn't even really noticing that they were casting Duststorm all over the place. That would explain why my Frost Witches were always blind. Okay. Let's start down here. We can start powering through this. Cancel. We'll start by canceling his retaliation. And I want to use the archers that are more down here to deal the majority of the damage to this thing. If I could get another berserker down there. Yeah. I'm going to cancel his retaliation on the other one too. And that lets the Inquisitors freely hit without fear of retaliation. So yeah, let's do that. It takes him down to one little robot. I can actually probably finish it off, but I think I'm going to actually... How much damage can you do? It knocks him down to 2 robots. Do I want to kill the very weak one? Or wound the... Yeah, I think I'll kill the very weak one.
Yeah.
Just be nice if I could get a weaker unit to do it. Actually, maybe you could. This would take a lucky shot. I should have moved them up on the last round. Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. Alright, well in that case... Freeze this guy. Okay, now he's down to 1. Which is good. Alright, I would like to get rid of that thing. think they're blind. I have a terrible chance to hit that, but if I miss, maybe I hit something else. Oh, they got it. All right. Take those 20% if I can get them. All right, now I probably want to freeze the other stuff up here. So let's move you up, especially since those units are blind anyway. Okay, I slowed him, no freeze, but I'll take the slow. And I think we can start getting aggressive here. Because they don't have as many good units left. In fact, we're going to go kind of all up through the middle here. Just gang up on that guy. You're blind, so I don't want you shooting anywhere near friendlies. And I may as well just take the extra defense for these guys. You are fine defending down there. You can't really do anything else right now. And you can defend there. I think that's everybody. Okay, most of my units just lost blind. The ones up top anyway. Could we maybe not kill my guys? Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get him out of there. Kind of left him in a bad spot, admittedly. Alright, if I could clear a path for him first. Yeah, I've got options because a lot of those units aren't blind anymore. I think I'm going to take this guy out here to do just a little bit of damage to this thing. Because if I do, I believe these guys can finish it off. Yep. Okay, perfect. And then what I want to do is finish this thing off. To do with, let's see, do I have a path for him to escape through if I do this? Yes, I do. Okay, let's do this. Probably should have done that with the Berserker and used him to cast the Bolt of Judgment or whatever that is. Yeah. All right, I'll take this shot. I need to get those. I need to kill these guys basically. Or freeze them, one of the two. And I actually don't have a lot of good chances to freeze. I need to do something to interfere with them. The Bolt of Judgment would have been preferable there. His is on a cooldown. Maybe, oh, okay, if I can kill this guy. He's tanky though. If I could kill him, I could run the Berserker through and break his retaliation so he can't get a free hit when this guy moves. But I'd have to make sure that I can kill him without... Well, let's see. It'd be better to move to the 90% and take 2 more guaranteed hits. Who's all left? Archers, basically everybody up there. Is there anyone else that I'm missing? This guy down here probably won't make much of a difference, but I do need to move him up regardless, so may as well. Just defend. That's pretty much all these guys right up here. The big question is, can I get through? Now, I do have a chance to sunder his defense, which would make it easier. I'm gonna go for that option. Yeah, I can kill him. Come on, guys, you can do it. If enough stuff shoots at him, eventually he's got to die, right? Oh, man. Okay, you know what? I could do that, and I have a guaranteed kill if this doesn't work. Okay, we got it. Then, move him up. Cancel retaliation and get this guy the heck out of here. Then I move her up. And probably... Let's see, it's just the bannerman, right? Let me just see if I can freeze one of those guys in the back, or what my odds would be. Also, could he chase him down, conceivably? No, he can't. So 53, 53, and 39. Let's try to freeze the one that's kind of more in the back. Okay, we got it. I could maybe take a crack at freezing the other one. Didn't realize she was still available down here. Okay, popsicled 2 of them. That works for me. Alright, now we can run around the back and start causing trouble behind their lines. I can cancel his retaliation again, and then get a bunch of free hits with him. Actually, I think I might move him through. Yeah. Kind of doesn't really matter a lot at this point. They're pretty much on the ropes now, but I would like to get him up here to really put these guys in a bad spot. Frozen again. These poor guys can't catch a break. Okay, frozen. They are not going anywhere. Can anyone reach him? Not you. Not you. We'll just get him with a poison blast and call it a day. Alright. So, yes, purple hurt me pretty bad, but I took out a lot of stuff. That was a pretty heavy price for them to pay just to take out my leader for a few turns, so I actually feel pretty good about that. I would obviously feel much better if I could carry on my siege, especially after investing a decent amount of money in it, so that's a little disappointing, but it could have been worse. So Jormag will come back in a couple turns. I just need to primarily figure out what I'm going to do with these giants over here. Bram's army is trying to catch up, but isn't quite getting there. The only advantage I have is they split up for some reason, which surprises me. And I could try to... I mean, I could totally go attack them right now. I just don't know if that's a good battle for me. Because while I do have them outnumbered, they have better units in this case. And I don't think the Inquisitors would quite be up to that challenge, especially since these guys are pretty green. They don't have any ranks. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think this is where I'm going to wrap the episode up anyway. So, kind of let me think about what to do, bearing in mind that where I've left this ferry, they could totally just go kill it if they want to. I don't know that they necessarily, quote, know that it's up there, but bearing in mind that it's the computer and they sometimes just kind of magically know things that they shouldn't know. But yeah, they could go kill that fairy if I don't do anything about it. So the options are to move up here and reinforce the fairy, which would then allow the fairy to help if they tried to do that fight, but I think that would still be a tough fight. The other options are to try to take them out now while they're alone, which it says it's a low-risk battle, but I think it's actually a little higher risk than what it's indicating. And that's pretty much the only two options, really. It is worth noting that even if they do, if I move up here and even if they win that battle, I've got a lot of units coming very quickly over the coming turns because a lot of them are already partially completed because of the way that I built them. So I will have reinforcements. It's not like that's the only thing standing between them and the capital. So I think we'll be okay either way, but you guys can just let me know what you think about the situation. There's a few different ways this could go. Obviously, it really sucks that Jormag got knocked out, but like I said, Jormag getting knocked out by the ice storm just completely caught me off guard because I'm used to my leader being the same race as, you know, the main race of people that I'm using, and it just never even occurred to me that Jormag, the ice dragon, would be killed by an ice storm. But you know what? We learn from our mistakes and we press on. Nobody said this game was going to be easy. Honestly, I'm surprised it's going as well as it is so far. At the very least, we seem to have been successful with Seer Spy over here, so I'm really happy with how that turned out. I think we'll bounce back from this. The enemies are going to have time to bounce back as well, but it looks like we're just going to be kind of going at it for a little while in this area. At least it's an interesting game, though, and it's been a tough challenge, and I appreciate that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to wrap this episode up here, so I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next one. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Roderick, Sarah Feingold, and Tibby and Army. Thanks so much, everybody.